neither of them...
Oh, Steve from Blue's Clues is out!
Judge Buzzard springs into action. And it's on.
Wait, the judge is going after them on foot
The
himself?
two escapees are in handcuffs and prison-issue sandals.
Oh, he ate shit. He's like the Terminator out here.
This bright orange clue here.
He's just slow riding
They
it.
made it to the third floor.
Uh-oh. Here he comes! Man, this guy loves
And now to the
justice.
second, just one floor away from freedom.
Oh god!
Buzzard is gaining some ground.
Judge Buzzard! About to fucking eat him! Oh!
The judge tackles the lagging defendant just outside the
Damn
exit
it.
to the building. Both have second-degree escape added to
Yep,
their
there you go.
charges.
I didn't try to escape to get out. I tried to escape to get well, and I tried to do what I could, do what I could do to get my drug addiction.
What?
We're heading out to Jackson, Michigan. To the
Okay.
Fourth Circuit
I mean, I guess
Court.
that makes sense. He was just running from the courthouse to rehab. He didn't want to wait.
This man, Jacob Larson. This incident's a violation of a restraining order against Jacob.
All those messages were like, a lot of them were like last year.
Man, you really can't afford like a usable camera here. This quality is abominable. It's like a fucking picture of Sasquatch.
4 months earlier.
Yeah, I know, but it's like this, like, fatal attraction.
Are there even people here? This is just like a video game glitch, like when you go out of
I
bounds.
told you. You know what? I told you to leave her alone. And apparently that...
Oh, please fight again. God damn it, I want to see it again.
Today, you're going to jail for
You and her are all
You know what? You got a bad attitude. You had a bad attitude last time you were in court. Okay?
You and her are buddy. Y'all get along.
He's probably fucking your girl. What do you think about that?
County jail. You want to go for a year? Try it right now.
Do it.
One more
He's
night.
bluffing. He doesn't have the power.
over Facebook.
You're going to jail for a year in the county. 365 days county jail.
Can't do it.
Appeal.
What do you mean you can't? It's crazy how many people say you can't do that. He's the fucking judge. Like, what do you mean? This man can tell you have to stand on a corner with your butthole flexed in front of a traffic light if he wanted to.
Put your hands behind your back. Get to know you all too much. I'm a good corporate. 93 days.
It holds true. The quickest way to tell when someone's an insufferable asshole is when they call themselves a good person or a nice person. That's how you immediately know that you will never like that person, and they certainly are not good or nice.
As he pulls out what appears to be...
He's going in!
No one seems to notice until...
He's making a statement.
Shockingly, he lights up. And this time it's noticed immediately.
Hey! We the people deserve better.
Oh, what a hero.
Finally,
My man.
this case.
Hey! We the people deserve better.
And on that day, weed was legalized.
Taken away by the court officer, slapping Boston with a disorderly conduct charge, as well as another charge of possession.
But he can sleep easy at night knowing that he was on the side of justice and brought change. The joint that changed everything.
There's a lot of things that you can do, and your life doesn't have to be over.
That is a useless law, but that was such a fucking dumb idea. Like, what did he expect? My god, he's so brave. That's it, I'm changing the law right now.
Apparently here's some snickering from Casal's family sitting in the gallery.
What the
You
fuck?
can go to. Whoever can sit here at a tragic moment like this and laugh and smile.
No, throw her in jail, fuck that. If I was a judge and heard that, she'd be going right to jail, fuck her.
You cannot come down
What
to
a
the
piece
Frank
of
Murphy
shit.
Hall of Justice. Ma'am, you are being taken into custody for criminal contempt. Your disruptive
fuck
and
yeah.
disrespectful behavior disrupted today's proceedings, and you, ma'am, are going to the Wayne County Jail for 93 days for direct
Woo!
contempt.
Now that's what I'm fucking talking about. Well,
Orders restored.
it's been a while since I've had a full-blown justice boner, and that just triggered it. I wish it was more than 93 days, though.
15 years.
Donna seems to have learned a serious lesson from just one night behind bars.
Don't you fucking dare let her out.
Miss Coulson, is there something you'd like to say?
Yes, I deeply apologize.
In fact, laugh at her. Laugh at her. Laugh in her face. A hearty belly laugh. Ho ho ho. Ha ha ha. Judge reprimands father of 40 children. Holy shit. 40?
Next, we're in Miami, Florida, where Judge Nushin Safie's about to
Thanks to Brian
recognize a
Kirst.
familiar name on her bond hearing docket.
Johnny Ray Smith Jr. Oh my God.
These two have a storied history, and you're gonna hear all about it. In that same case, Smith revealed to the court that he had fathered more than 30 children.
God damn.
Remember she was pregnant and she had another kid, so I'm at 40 now.
Holy shit. All of a sudden, two people in the chat are like, wait a minute, it's my dad.
No, listen, I never went back to the house. I never called.
You didn't listen to anything I said.
No, I did. I left.
She seems a little interested. She's playful with you. You might be looking at another 10 children coming up soon.
Smith's charges today,
As well as the allegations before the court at this point in
Just
time.
make it clear that my history with him is
No,
as a judge.
Mr. Smith.
You're not staying there, correct?
So what is he here for? Just to like brag about how many kids he has?
Mr. Smith, just
Sister
answer
with
yes
2
or no.
kids. Condoms, use them.
Okay.
That's
Thanks for
fucking
being
nuts.
a fan of Court Cam.
40 kids. Holy shit. Man caught with drugs in the courtroom, huh?
filled with some kind of powder. He's not entirely sure what it is. So he has it tested.
He snorts it.
It turns out to be cocaine.
Jackpot.
So the court...
Are these the potential suspects?
And this man steps up to the gate. Watch closely as he moves his hat. One more time.
Why would he bring cocaine here? And put it in his hat, of all places, the worst place to put it.
Arrest.
Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam.
What a fucking horrible idea. That's like the one place and one hiding spot you would never want to use. Man gets 100 days for sassing the judge. Good. Let's see the sass.
So I'm gonna raise the bond.
I hope he earned it.
I actually have a car that I'm trying to sell on Craigslist.
Stop talking. I'm gonna give you a public defender. Michael. All right.
Hey, he was just trying to sell his car.
Next up is Michael Ray.
He committed a crime just to plug his car.
4 charges.
Your Honor, the county's requesting $25,000 full cash.
Hey, thanks for the 5 gift subs. Everyone loves Ray. Thank you, Ray.
You think that's funny?
I think it's hilarious.
Sarcasm won't get him a reduction, and the judge lets him know it.
He's lucky I didn't hold him in contempt.
Ray just had his bond doubled.
Nice, let's triple it.
But as he re-enters the hallway,
And then he can negotiate it down.
Bring him in.
This guy's watched way too many anime moments here. He thinks he's like really badass.
Ray's language isn't the only thing to upset the judge. According to court officials, the defendant also gave her the middle finger. When, sure enough, Ray comes back for more.
Here he comes. Sir, I'm holding you in contempt for what you did.
What you holding me in?
And so...
You shut up, man.
All right, you can take it back.
That's right.
That felt like something right out of GTA RP.
He's done.
I think we need to...
Yeah.
Can we bring him back?
Yes.
What started out as 4 serious charges has grown into a grand total of 10.
Nice, go for 20, don't be a bitch.
Yeah. No, I figure that's just a
That definitely cut deep on the lawyer, being called the useless like that.
Thanks for being a fan of
He
Court
didn't like
Cam,
that.
where it's very early on a Sunday morning, and all is quiet. Until...
Oh, shit! I was expecting that, but I thought it was gonna be like a garbage truck.
Their pickup right through the front of the building to steal an ATM machine just off camera.
Oh.
This is just
one
of a series of recent
Oh,
break-ins involving
I see.
ATMs just as the truck hits the gas to dislodge the ATM. With nothing more than what appears to be a bare cash deposit box,
Nice.
thieves come up empty and drive off.
What do you mean empty? They were there for that little
3
box.
days later, after the courthouse boarded up the windows,
This is some fucking straight up Tom and Jerry shit.
Finish the job.
Angel Lopez, Thomas Ortega, and Toby Perkins are arrested and charged with theft.
Could they have woken the guy in the top left up for his mugshot at least?
Their lookouts. Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam. Subscribe to
Holy
A&E
shit. So they actually did get money out of them? Isn't it extraordinarily difficult to actually break into one of those? Like, here, let me see. What would I type in to find that? Maybe this would work? Well, yeah, now it just looks like I'm planning a crime here. Pregnant woman attacked boyfriend for eating her Oreos. I mean, that's justifiable, right? Was she found not guilty?
All right, man. That she was craving Oreo cookies and became upset when she discovered that Mr. Edwards had eaten her Oreo cookies.
Makes sense to me. Sounds like an advertisement for Oreos. So good you'll commit domestic assault.
He received allegedly 3 staples in the head as a result of munching on her cookies.
I think the harm was greater than the intent.
Wait, what the fuck?
That's Public Defender Dale.
How hard did she throw that?
He can relate to the situation.
Does she play softball or something? Where's that fucking power coming from?
Can I give you some advice? Hide your Oreo cookies next time.
This was sweet.
The charges against Jennifer Kangemi would later be dropped.
Yeah, I think that's just very unlucky. It sounds like she didn't mean to give the man 3 staples in his head. Just seems like some of those pregnancy hormones. Apparently being pregnant turns you into a fucking demon. Said I missed one? Oh, infamous Judge Scary Mary tells woman to get her life together.
What would ever possess you to take someone to a crack house?
Probably to get crack. What do you mean? Why else would you go? It's not like a field trip.
She'd just driven to a drug house.
Well, then why are you here?
Because I took a friend asked me to take her, and I did.
You don't have good friends.
Well, you can do crack and still be a good friend.
Do you realize that there's going to come a point in your life when your mom's not going to be around and you're going to have to stand on your own 2 feet?
Yes.
What do you mean? Her mom's not doing anything. Her mom's just standing there.
How'd that happen? Take her out. You've got to put your foot down or else it's going to continue and it's only going to get worse. Somebody cares about you. That friend that you drove to the crack house? Turn around. You see her in here?
No, because there is no friend.
She doesn't care about you.
Well, it was. She drove herself there, I think.
And today,
she was driving her mom there. That's a good mom. As she's sweating.
Now don't get mad at your mom.
That'll teach you to do crack. And just like that, she went right back to the crack house. Defendant punches a stranger to teach them a lesson. I mean, how else are you gonna do it? Sometimes someone just gives you the stink eye and you gotta give them a wallop.
A bit shifty. Then, completely unattended, he walks to the front row.
Did you know you lasted? Did you know you lasted?
What? What the fuck is that? Well, did you? That'll teach ya. Oh my god. For 1 second, I didn't realize he had a mask on. So at this angle, I thought for sure he had the world's largest nose like that guy from Guilty Gear Strive. Like Gabriel. I was like, oh my fucking god, they got Pinocchio on the Force. Now I see. They need to change the fucking camera quality. This shit is garbage. So frustrating.
And there were no additional charges brought.
Was this like an episode of Scared Straight?
He remained.
A woman slips handcuffs and attempts a daring escape, huh?
Raj, and the family fingered Cooper for providing the lethal dose. She was charged with first-degree reckless homicide, but she's now being taken into custody for violating the conditions.
It's simple legal talk. When you finger somebody, it doesn't mean it sexually. Stop. Let's be mature here.
Just a few feet away are members of the victim's family.
It's standard terminology in court. Fingering and fisting and all of that.
Cooper decides
Let's not pretend like we don't know what they mean. Wow. She did not get very far. She's already proven handcuffs are inefficient against her.
Cooper slowly slides her left hand out of the cuff, just outside of the deputy's line of sight.
How loose were the cuffs?
Now it's time for Cooper to make her
Makes
move.
the Reese of manslayer insured.
She takes off down the stairs.
Is this how Chris Angel does it?
The deputy chases her. Cooper darts down the stairs, but trips over the last step. Just as another guard joins the chase and jumps on top of her.
It was a good attempt. I don't know why the slowest people are the ones to try and escape.
Family member jumps in the mix too.
That was horrible.
This woman just walks right by without missing a step.
What's she supposed to do? Go over and help?
For her failed attempt at freedom, Elizabeth Cooper received several additional charges.
Nice. Worth.
Pled guilty.
Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam.
Very nice. I think you really need to analyze your own capabilities. If you're gonna try and escape, think back on, like, your 40-yard dash time. If it's over 15 seconds, it's probably just not even worth getting the extra charges. You're not gonna get very far.
If you go someplace, you...
Well, I bet I do.
Well, then you're in contempt, young lady, and you've got 30 days. So you're not going... You're not... What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh!
That's another 30 days. That's 60 days.
So what?
90 days.
So?
120 days.
Oh, God.
180 days.
Oh! Please, quiet. Get off me. Get your hands off me, man.
It looks like
wow.
Maybe 50.
Damn, she really racked that up.
You got anything else to say, Miss Burks? That's 300 days.
Can he do that?
She racked up 300
He just
days.
did.
Burks only ended up serving 88.
That's still a lot.
It was the longest in domestic violence charges.
She farmed that, yeah.
But she was forced to enter a
She was fucking farming days in jail there off the judge. It was like a Mario block. Instead of hitting coins, she was hitting new days in jail.
Michael Ray. Joshua Martinez is representing himself.
I don't know if we've seen this one because I can't see a fucking thing. Holy shit, this camera quality. It's like everyone's a photo of Bigfoot.
What is your police, sir?
Oh my god. How is this in use?
Not to Martinez, who apparently wants to.
This is like the world's first video camera from the 1800s.
Okay. Is there a sworn statement against me or injured party?
I believe you probably received a citation on April 12th. That would be the...
God, this shit looks like a deep-fried meme.
Okay, and is there
I am in charge of this courtroom and you're gonna stop it.
We are in charge of the courtroom.
Oh, he has assumed direct control.
Court, but the judge is about to show who's actually in charge here.
Marshal, would you show Mr. Martinez the inside of our holding tank, please? You're not gonna tell me who's in charge of my courtroom, Mr. Martinez.
Hey, don't be so selfish, you narcissist. It's our court.
That is direct contempt of court.
We share it.
You are in contempt.
Oh, he just passed judgment. Now what?
Okay, Mr. Martinez, since you have informed me that I am in contempt of court and that you are...
I've decided to resign as a judge.
I'm going to go ahead and sentence you. Like to do that today, Mr. Martinez?
What would I be
It is a
apologizing?
yes or a no question.
What would I be apologizing
For
for?
your direct
Oh, he's still going?
All I was asking was legal questions, ma'am.
The teacher called out the douchebag.
ask you the question.
2 men get trapped in store during robbery attempt. How often does this happen? We went down a whole rabbit hole of shitty robbers falling through ceilings and getting trapped in their own fucking buildings they were trying to rob. How is this so common? This camera quality is so much better than the courthouses.
He finds the back door of a neighboring travel agency open and escapes through the front with a female worker.
Damn, Tommy had a whole plan.
Pulls down the security gate. The assailants are trapped and desperate to escape.
What a hard outplay. Oh shit, why not use your foot? Hurts a lot less. He's fucking ass ramming it, Jesus. It's not a club, we're not trying to grind on it, just use your foot. Yeah, this is... I'm assuming you're talking about this, the guy that just talked about the lawyer. The Parkland school shooter is on trial now. I'm sure most of you know that. But it doesn't seem like many people realize just how absolutely insane his defense team is. So for pretty much this whole trial, well, I actually can't say the whole trial because I've only seen the clips. For a while now, they've been making absolute fools of themselves, but it boiled over yesterday with a public display of one of the lawyers giving the finger to the entire court and laughing with the school shooter. And then one of the... You know what? Actually, I'll just play it. I don't even know why I'm giving the full context. I'll just show you.
Judge, I'm standing here and I see that Jeff Marcus jumped up really quickly. But no one jumped up when people were referring to karma acting in the universe. No one was jumping up when they were referring to the defense children. No one jumped up to try to tap down that rhetoric. That is the rhetoric that I'm talking about. That is what I'm trying to be very clear on. Jeff Marcus, the state, they can hide behind their arguments, but we all are witnessing what is occurring in this courtroom.
Which is myself. I'm a judge,
And
I understand that I'm in
Thank you,
charge
Judge.
of the decorum, and I feel that 99% or a great percentage of what has been said has been appropriate. Everybody has maintained decorum, but
So, what they're referring to, since I don't know if this clip is going to include it, apparently at some point, one of the defense lawyers' family was brought up. I don't really know the context of it, but apparently there was an offhand mention of one of the lawyer's kids or something, and now they've completely steered away from, like, the actual core discussion in order to address that. Like, this is so disrespectful, I'm a fucking lawyer, how dare you bring up my kids, this is outrageous. And now they're making, like, this public complaint to the judge, and the judge is like, I don't know what you're talking about. From everything I've seen here, it's maintained a very professional decorum, nothing, you know, fishy or weird or low blows or anything. And then it starts to go off the rails.
for a few comments, it's best to just move on as opposed to highlight them.
This is true, Judge, but I am witnessing a building of momentum, and I'm encouraging the court to direct the state to tap down on that momentum so it does not reoccur and it does not become a theme. Thank you, Judge.
They're becoming too powerful, insulting the kids.
The only thing the state has said to any of these witnesses when they get up is, would they like to say something on behalf of the victim they're representing? There's been no encouraging or inciting, as Mr. Weeks has put on this record. That is a blatant falsehood and a recreation of the record. As far as no objections being made, it's the defense that could have objected. It's not the state's duty to object to their own witnesses when they're testifying.
These are the bits, okay. Jimmy and the prime shorty.
Listen, I've already heard. If you have anything else to say, you can put it in writing at a later time. I've heard from both sides more than once. That's going to be it. I've made my decision.
Also, this judge is fucking awesome, by the way.
Testified to has been appropriate. I do not want to highlight the few things that were said that were perhaps not appropriate, and let's move on.
Judge, I'm asking for 20 seconds next.
You can have as many seconds as you want in writing, and you can put all of your objections in writing. They've been made multiple times.
She speaks to them like children, like actual
from
kids.
Ms. McNeil, and I don't want to hear anything else. I've already heard it. Is there something that has not already been argued?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, exactly what is it?
Judge, before Mr. Shacker took the podium to testify before this court, I wanted to, the record should reflect that both Mr. Marcus and Mr. Satz looked at the statement prior to the reading. And so their implicit adoption of what he was saying, this improper arguments, the court should...
Okay, but what you are doing right...
So, this guy is a giant big baby man. So I think the strategy was to get on a tangent to buy time or something. So he starts whining like, "Ooh, wah, 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 they were being mean, wah, 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 wah." And the judge has already heard it like 1,000 times by now, so that's why she's like very, like, shutting it down. Yeah, I guess kind of filibustering, I suppose, but like really pathetically. So he just keeps bringing up the way they spoke about this was very inappropriate, it was ill-mannered, they were not brought up properly, very inhospitable. And then eventually one of them, they reflect, and one of the lawyers from this team defending the Parkland school shooter just gave the whole court the finger. I think it's in this clip. I haven't actually watched this clip, but it's from this segment that I was watching.
Right now,
so I imagine it's here.
Something and making more of a spectacle. So if your office in general does not want to facilitate or incite violence, then we need to just sit down and move on. That's it. There were 18 witnesses, 16 or 18 witnesses.
Like, it feels like a teacher calling out the class clown in front of everyone.
Ms. McNeil made her point made, and, you know, we're moving on.
But is the court going to do anything about maybe stopping it from happening again?
When these people are upset about specific things that have gone on from that table, like shooting the middle finger up at this court and laughing and joking, Ms. McNeil, be quiet.
Isn't that fucking wild? This is a school shooter, and this is part of his legal team, and they're just giggling with him, giving everyone the finger. Isn't that wild? I couldn't believe that shit. And I was reading, apparently, like, this judge showed tremendous restraint not holding this team in contempt because they made a mockery out of the court. And I think the reason, at least based on what I read, I'm no expert, but the reason for her not holding them in contempt is because that prolongs this trial even longer. So she wanted to, like, make sure the sentencing gets passed smoothly, I believe. Because that is crazy, actually.
Be quiet. When these people have sat in this courtroom and watched this behavior from that table, and they want to say that they're not happy about it, what is the problem?
Judge, I have no problem because I have thick skin. But once you bring in my children, I think that's highly improper. I
didn't even know you have children. I don't know what you're talking about. Your children? What about your children?
But that's a comment.
I also don't even think he has children, for what it's worth.
Okay.
So I got real parasocial with this. I don't know this guy. I didn't really, like, look into him too much, but he doesn't have a wedding ring on, and I feel like he's just making shit up. Because he just keeps finding new things to whine about and, like, pulling things out of thin air to whine about. And then he eventually just gets disciplined like a misbehaving youth.
Okay. There was... I don't remember any comments about any children. And if there was, it obviously didn't... It came and went without me noticing it.
Judge, I can assure you that if they were talking about your children, you would definitely notice it.
You need to sit down right now. You're out of line. In fact, you're excused. You need to go sit in the back with your
and put on the dunce cap.
Chief Public Defender.
Put on the stupid hat.
Mr. Weeks, please ask the lawyer from your office to go sit down and not say anything else. To try to threaten my children and bring up my children is inappropriate. Go to the back of the room now. That just violated about every rule of professional responsibility that I have never. If you're going to get up here and you're going to...
Judge, I asked you to go sidebar on this matter.
You, sidebar or not, you don't have one of your assistant public defenders say something about my children?
Judge, that same...
It's an absolute clown show.
That the court is expressing is the same venom that defense counsel had to sit through this entire morning.
What do you mean? So, the venom he's talking about is in reference to when the lawyer for the school shooter gave the finger and started laughing. I believe they got reprimanded for that behavior. So that's I think, I could be wrong, I believe that's the venom he's referring to. It's not like they were just like innocently defending someone, doing their due diligence in court. They were actively making a joke out of it. I am so glad a lot of these court cases are being, like, publicized now. Because a lot of this is absolute lunacy that I had no idea actually went on in these high-profile cases. It's crazy. I had no clue. Did this all happen today? No, it was yesterday. Thanks to Prime. Felix, Fletch, and the resub Rico, Reaper, Doinks, Monk, Pancake, and the tier 1 Old Greet.
Brought up her children multiple times during the trial. Nobody knows if I'm barren or not. They don't know about my children.
Judge.
Sit down. Sit down.
Judge.
Sit down, Mr. Weeks.
Please do not summarily dismiss me.
I'm summarily dismissing
I'm asking
you.
the
Go
court.
sit down.
I'm asking the court. I asked the court to go sidebar.
Go sit down. You don't threaten the court's children.
Everyone in this
Just
courtroom.
did that. Go sit down.
No one in this courtroom had to endure what we had to endure.
Go sit down. Miss McNeil has made her children a spectacle more than once during this trial. That was her choice. You have absolutely no right to have one of your assistants come up here and suggest something about my children. Now, please go sit down.
Judge.
You're inappropriate and out of line. Go sit down.
Judge, may I have a brief recess?
No. Go sit down.
May I have a brief recess?
Can I have some ice cream?
My attorneys.
We're moving on with the sentencing, Mr. Weeks.
So can I have a brief recess?
No.
Thank you.
It's 1:36. Thank you.
Hey, great work out there. You got her, champ. Nice work. Yeah, it is a wild trial, which is so crazy because how can you even like act this way when you're defending someone who is like there's no room for argument. This is the school shooter. Like they are defending the school shooter and somehow laughing about it, joking with him, and making a complete fool out of themselves. Like, I don't get how this even happens. That's the job, though. The job is, like, they have a due diligence that they have to perform where they defend the defenseless, right? I get that. But why are they all laughing with them and flipping off the court? And then, like, talking about the judge's kids and like, oh, why are you guys being mean to us? We just gave you the finger. Why do we have to endure such venom? They probably don't want to be there because they have no chance of winning. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it still doesn't really excuse the actions. Like, you go there, go through the motions, do the bare minimum, and leave. Like, no one expects them to somehow get this kid out of jail or something. Yet they're in there, like, absolutely ruining their reputation. Like, shit, this guy, from what I've read, he could, like, legitimately be disbarred. This guy, Big Baby Man. Isn't this Florida? Yeah, it's in Florida. Thanks to the Prime Chief and the resub Gooble Gobble and Dylan and the Prime Sanctum. If they don't disbar her for flipping the bird, I'll shit. Oh yeah, that was another thing. I mean, like, you can't really do that. Like, you can't just go into court as the goddamn lawyer and just give them all the finger. Like, not even Saul Goodman did that. And he was like the bad boy lawyer. It really isn't even subtle. Well, no, it's not subtle. They even start laughing about it, man.
And laughing and joking. Miss McNeil, be quiet.
It's just so weird. You would think that this is his mom. By the way, this is the piece of shit that pretended to be crazy in the interrogations. Yep. I know. I'm well aware. I may not have really kept up with the trial apart from these wacky clips, but I do know about the kid. What did he do? This is the school shooter, the Parkland school shooter. Thanks to resub Lettuce and Rebel and Jack. He's not a kid, he's an adult. Well, yeah, no, I say kid just because he's young. Like, he's obviously an absolute monster. I'm not, like, excusing anything he did by calling him a kid. I think he's, like, 19. There's Resub Style and Custer. And the Resub Luda. Didn't he plead guilty too? I don't remember actually. He may have. I'm not positive. He did? Thanks to the resub. Berm Tea and the Bits Silver. He was sentenced to life in prison today. Oh, they gave him life instead of the death penalty. He's a prime has-been. $34 consecutive life sentences. They give people death penalty still. Depends on the state. But yeah, I think they were pushing for death penalty, if I remember correctly. I didn't know the sentencing was complete, so apparently today, sentenced to 34 consecutive life sentences with no parole. Did Code Blue come out with something wild? When you do all that work to escape police and still get caught, is this a chase?
On October 23rd, 2022, a La Crosse County Sheriff's deputy was conducting random registration plate checks in Bangor, Wisconsin. He ran the plates of a passing vehicle and discovered it was registered to 29-year-old Ashley Stallsberg. It displayed her driving status to be suspended due to failure to pay a forfeiture.
These are Prime K6.
As he activated his lights and sirens, his speed increased to 124 miles per hour and noticed her vehicle was still pulling away.
Oh, she was just very far.
The deputy lost sight of Ashley after a few miles and provided dispatch with a description of her vehicle. Moments later, he observed her vehicle in the ditch and believed she had been involved in a single vehicle crash.
Oh, rough.
Approximately 100 is still driving through the ditch right now.
Oh wait, no, this is an evasive tactic. Don't do it, Ashley!
She continued through.
You're not gonna win this chase.
The deputy.
10-4 is still driving. Wisconsin plate. Adam Lincoln Young, 8527. Adam Lincoln.
Oh fuck, she's punching it. Oh boy, she's going for it.
Driving through the east ditch right now.
Oh boy. Ashley, come on. You're at such a disadvantage already, though.
117, turning eastbound on Hamilton.
After a brief pursuit, her vehicle pulled over. The deputy observed smoke coming from the vehicle, believing that it may have become disabled.
Thanks for some, Jenny.
Coming to a stop just north of that intersection.
Oh boy. Not even a good chase, Ashley.
Smoking. Driver, let me see your hands. Step out of the vehicle.
Damn, she's having a party in there.
Get out of the vehicle.
Wait till after the track.
Get out of the vehicle. Turn around and face away from me. Put your hands above your head. Put your hands above your head. I'll explain it to you once I get your custody. Raise your hands.
Oh, bad voice crack. Unlucky officer.
Put your hands above your head. Do it now. Pull your sweatshirt up with your hands.
117, what about her?
Turn around. All right. What? Yeah.
Is this the officer's music or hers?
You were going 100 on 16. Yes, you were. Keep your hands up.
Oh, Ashley.
Didn't feel comfortable, ran off, and fled into the cornfield.
Ashley.
Stay out of the car. I was trying to stop you. You were not. Yes, I was. My lights and sirens. Get away from me. Get away from me.
Oh boy, she's got some jets though.
She's taking off on me on foot northbound.
Get away from me.
Oh, that's where the aliens live. They draw crop circles and shit. She's gonna get abducted now.
117. She's running through the
right into the cornfield. She's never seen a fucking Shyamalan movie.
117.
Ashley!
I believe the subject is going to be the registered owner. She's continuing slowly through the cornfield. I believe she's still moving north.
You go at?
She's somewhere right back in here.
Okay.
I guess go up a little bit and we'll try and...
I guess you could just tow her car. She'll just live amongst the corn now.
Ashley! Just come out towards the sound of my voice.
Come on, Ash. This is silly. You're being silly.
A perimeter was set up, and the area was checked with thermal imaging and night vision. However, Ashley wasn't located.
Yeah. So, I saw her in Bangor and tried to turn around on her because I saw she was suspended. As soon as she got to 18, around to 16, she was flying. So I finally did the same direction radar. She went 71. So I tried to speed up, and as soon as I started speeding up, she started speeding up. I was going 124, and she was going over 100, and then did on a big creek. And by the time I caught up to her, she was in the ditch. I don't know where she would last.
Let's get a drone out there.
In this area would be my best guess.
Or a really hungry dog that likes corn. We could start
ran, like,
maybe
right
making a dent in the
she
field.
Ran down a little bit, and then ran in probably like there about, and then I could hear her, but then once 805 got here, I couldn't hear anything over his engine. Blue, purple, hooded sweatshirt, jeans, and she had a gray leather bag with her, like a purse. But I don't feel like we ran that far, but I don't know. I don't really ever run, so I had adrenaline going.
Isn't one of like the core components of the police academy is like teaching you to run and shit? What do you mean you don't ever run? Aren't you like supposed to do that? You have to like keep up with the fitness course or something? Does he just like skip those days?
It's corn. Yeah, there's corn on her windshield.
It's only for when you join? I had to like keep up with it.
Look at a DL photo. I haven't looked at that yet, but descriptors matched. Yeah. She tried to tell me she wasn't eluding, but you know, when you're going like 114 on Big Creek, I'm pretty sure you're doing stuff you shouldn't be doing.
The K9 for the county is way over on the other side of the county, and we don't even know if it's available yet because it's Saturday night.
Okay.
So, that her?
Yep, that's her.
It's up to you guys on what you want to do. Do you want
Well, there's definitely like large overweight cops, but that doesn't mean they can't run.
She'll come out.
Like, there are people that are on the bigger side of things that can run just fine. Not super fast, but they can run. This guy's saying like he can't run.
Walking at some point. It's up to you though. I mean, we can straight up call K9 or go in and get her ourselves. I mean, she's not going to be able to go very far in here.
Right.
We're figuring out whether or not we got a positive
There's some
ID on
geese.
it, so it depends on what they want to do. If they want to apprehend her, we'll probably get her walking sooner or later.
We got a phone number for her. Why don't you try calling her?
Okay.
Ashley, come out of the corn.
I think she turned her phone off. It says it can't be complete. Is it in there? Oh.
What we'll do is we'll just obviously patrol through here, and when she calls for a ride or whatever, as soon as vehicles coming through here, I guess we'll see.
Alright.
Is she, she's a dope.
Man, they got G.I. Joe out here. Holy fuck.
Meth is her preference.
They're gonna call in a chopper and get someone on the rope.
Dope game, though. I think she's only
Rappelling down.
for a year and a half, maybe, best of my knowledge.
Okay.
So.
How old is she?
I don't know. I didn't look. She's
Thank you, 2 gift subs, Ginny.
Yeah.
And the resub wizard.
We only have the one booking record with her. Spark has only got her
Feeling
once.
better.
I've never gotten her. I think she might have been involved in Merkel's pursuit.
All this to catch a drunk woman? Hey, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I have no respect for drunk drivers. Fuck them. Call the whole force out here. Fuck her. I have zero tolerance for drunk drivers.
About 16 hours later, a Monroe County Sheriff's deputy attempted to locate her at an address. While en route, the deputy observed a vehicle pass him and noticed a female driver look away at the same time. He ran the vehicle plates and discovered it was registered to the same address where they were going to attempt to locate her.
What a coincidence.
By looking at a
Scripted.
past jail booking photo of her, the deputy believed it to be Ashley, so he conducted a traffic stop.
Hi. Sergeant Oswald from the Sheriff's Office. The reason I'm stopping you is for traveling 63 into 55.
Ma'am, were you in a cornfield last night?
Going 60? Do you know what the speed limit is here? I can't hear you. Do you mind stepping out of the vehicle for me? Step out of the vehicle. What's that? You are stepping out. 9 to 17. You want to head this way. You do have to step out.
I know my rights.
I have a right to a lawyer and a
Not only is your
cornfield.
speed one reason why I'm stopping you, but I believe La Crosse County wants to talk to you. So I need you to step out of the vehicle now.
No.
You do need to step out.
Am I under arrest?
Yes. Step out of the vehicle.
Really, dude?
Step out of the vehicle. You are under arrest. Get out. Right now.
She's about to put the pedal to the metal, officer.
Step out of the vehicle now.
Hope you've done some hamstring stretches.
Don't be reaching in your purse. Step out of the vehicle now. Step out.
Come on, really?
Oh, I thought she was gonna go for it.
What am I gonna do to you?
Hey, step out. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Damn it, Ashley. Unlucky. No cornfield nearby. And couldn't make it to the paint shop. How'd she get out of the field? She probably just stayed there all night. Like, what do you mean? She probably literally just slept there. She was drunk? Oh yeah, she absolutely just passed out there. No, she got another car. Yeah, so my guess would be she went in the cornfield, literally passed out, slept there all night, then walked back. She had her phone because they tried calling her to get out of the cornfield. She called someone she knows to ask for like a car or a ride or something. They brought the car and she drove that. That's my guess. Thanks a gift sub, Jenny. Phone was in the car. Did they say that? I must have missed that part because they tried calling her. I assumed it was on her person. The other cop said I was in the car? Oh. Then that is even more confusing. Yeah, I don't know how she got out, got a car all within 16 hours and still somehow didn't make it home in time. Thanks to resub Eubanks. That was her evil twin. The other lady got eaten by coyotes. Honestly, it's possible. Is she wearing the same thing here, I wonder? Let's see. Now I'm curious. This is kind of interesting now, how she fucking managed... No, it's a different item. It's a different outfit. Because 16 hours, I imagine they stayed here for a long time. And they took her car. Damn, she must have had like an actual backup plan. So is this at all an interesting chase? It looks like it's just gonna be another one of those interstate stinkers. Is the bits posterized? It ends with a Walmart. I mean, that's not that interesting. Does something happen at the Walmart? I'll give it a chance, but
southbound 605 on a relatively,
I don't have high hopes for this one.
Almost empty 605. Moving over to the right lane, maybe showing signs of another exit here, getting off the freeway, or perhaps, look at that, coming up really fast behind that car, who basically cut him off there, and now he's looking for another opportunity to either move over to the right or just create some distance here. He's definitely going really fast, and you can see two people now in the front of that passenger vehicle, heavily tinted windows on those side windows.
Chris has got some great eyes. I can't see shit in there. That man somehow honed in and identified two bodies in there. That shit could be a ghost car for all I can tell.
Coming up on Rose Hills Road. Once again, three black and whites behind him. LA County Sheriff's helicopter pulling off in this pursuit.
He used his Sharingan. That sounds like Chris. I have no doubt. I mean, those windows are extremely tinted. I legitimately can't see a single human figure in there. Yet he can see two people somehow. So, he's got some kind of superhuman power.
What happens here in the meantime? He is still doing about 80 miles per hour. Passing all the other traffic, whatever few cars there are out there. Again, a pretty empty 605.
These are the bits cheese and bacon.
95 miles per hour.
Chris stages these chases for job security. That'd be a big brain scheme. This was live a minute ago. Not anymore. I don't watch them live.
Once again,
yeah, that one just wasn't very cool. I didn't really like the SpongeBob horror game speedrun.
Available freeway that he's got, but there's really no traffic to weave around, and he's not really showing any signs of getting off now since he's transitioned onto the southbound 605.
Is this just all interstate?
To go now about seconds here. You can see the Corolla fleeing the California Highway Patrol at a high rate of speed. This all started on the 60 freeway out of Riverside. Ended up on the southbound 5. Now we're going northbound on the 5 freeway, heading back towards
No, the rate doesn't drop till the 10th.
Metro, and you can see he is continuing, or he or she, I should say.
It was a normal everyday chase in SoCal. Yeah, this is just a snoozer.
Refusing to pull over here, doing a lot of lane shifting. Of why they really would prefer that.
Oh, there we go. Here's a little something. Hit him with a bit of an interesting maneuver, I guess.
Lakewood Boulevard, rather. Lakewood Boulevard, and a
bit of a tight squeeze.
Left turn onto Lakewood Boulevard. But typically when they pull up right behind her, Mark, it seems like they're just trying to get a better glimpse. At one point, she was exiting the freeway really fast. I almost thought that he was going to try a pit maneuver because he pulled up right up behind her as she was exiting the freeway. But it turned out that was not to be, and it was going way too fast anyway. So now that we're on surface streets for only the second time here, we'll see how things
Okay.
play out. Look at that, jumping the curb here.
What was the point of that?
Erratically. In fact, this is a
She's going wild right now. Okay, okay.
Now doing a U-turn on Lakewood Boulevard, going the wrong way.
Yeah, she's
on
panicking.
Lakewood Boulevard.
Wow. Luckily,
A
no
recipe for
opposing
disaster.
traffic right now. Hopefully, she'll get back into the at least
Shifting
into the
over to
right
the
lane.
shifting over to
There's
the
a tier 1
correct side there.
Kintal or Kintai.
All right.
And maybe getting back on the freeway. She's clearly making this up as she goes along. These all appear to be
Yeah, this doesn't seem to be a woman with a plan here, I'll tell you what.
random U-turn, maybe looking for an opportunity.
She's trying to make him dizzy, maybe.
Good spot for a pit right here too, isn't it?
Yeah, and she slowed down just enough. That might have been maybe one of their first real opportunities because I got to be honest, she's been doing pretty. She's been doing a pretty good clip ever since we joined this pursuit. In fact, at times approaching 100 miles per hour on the freeway. The driving on the surface streets has been a whole different story. Not exactly record-breaking speeds, but just really dangerous maneuvers the minute she gets off the freeway. So this is the case.
Yeah, she is making some wild plays. Chris is correct there.
We, along with the California
That's
highway,
back to the interstate.
like
Okay, here it comes.
Maybe again looking for a possible pit opportunity.
All right. Well, there's a little more traffic in front of her now.
Yeah, too busy for a pit there.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to do that when there's other vehicles around. You don't want to hit the other vehicles. You don't want to cause injury to anyone, including the suspect, that we might add. Everybody wants to have this end with nobody getting hurt and with the suspect safely in custody and the pursuing officers safely.
Getting on to Telegraph at, again, a very high rate of speed here for this area, and now a random left turn there. I think she even had the red light there, so just very
Add it to the bill.
The minute she gets off the freeway, very worrisome. You saw that move earlier, getting onto the wrong side of Lakewood.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't think she's obeying the road rules, Chris. I think that ship has sailed.
Flossmoor with a lot of cross traffic. Doing about 35, 40 miles per hour on what can't be more than a 20 mile per hour speed limit.
Another one for the tab, then.
And people who live in this area, if you are
Thanks
in
to
the
the
area
bits,
of Jersey
or the
Avenue
Prime
and,
Jackson.
Flossmoor Road and Whittier,
It's a
or
different
the few
SpongeBob
blocks
game.
around here,
Oh.
please stay in your homes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look it up
the
then.
danger here is if somebody's out on the street, she could lose control of the vehicle at any time, or something could happen. You don't want to be out there when this vehicle's involved in this pursuit. Now back onto
blowing
Telegraph
through all
Road.
these reds.
That was that container, that truck we saw as she got off the freeway.
Oh, a repeat cameo?
Close calls here, and again, taking these left turns through the red light and all at a pretty dangerous clip there. Now doing about 70 miles per hour on Telegraph, almost double the speed limit here, passing Pioneer on a relatively empty
They have two
Telegraph
commentators now. Well, the other guy's always been there.
largely
It's just we usually don't hear him.
road. So if you had to pick a surface street, this might be the one. And also a good opportunity in a case like this for a possible spike strip. If they could set up in advance and have the opportunity, that might be something we can expect here.
Wow, the speeds are high, and I wince every time she gets to a point where there's a.
They should use like a harpoon in these situations. Just blast it through the back of the car and treat it like some kind of fishing mini game.
A couple of cases it was. When you talk about this high.
This is like actual Mad Max shit.
Running a red at these kind of speeds, because just the result could be absolutely catastrophic. She's getting into the right turn lane. Let's see if she makes a right here, if she continues straight. Continuing straight, looks like she has a green light, or had it.
CHP now with their airship still overhead. You can see that night sun occasionally coming off of her and then occasionally back on. Whether that's intentional or not could be sometimes very difficult, especially at a high rate of speed, to keep that night sun steady. But maybe they're just trying to.
What's your game plan here? I don't know, man. Ask her. I have no clue. She's clearly not really thinking.
Goals, and one of them is actually giving other motorists in the area at least a clue that this is heading in their direction, aside from the lights and sirens on the ground down there. But still a relatively.
All they need to do is find one of those big parking lots to lose the heli. That wouldn't work at all. Parking lot? You mean the parking garage?
Fixing for a right turn, and that's going to be a right.
Because in a parking garage, you get cornered.
Laurel Avenue into a shopping center.
Shopping center is what is it? Almost 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock basically. The shopping center might be. It's okay.
Oh, this.
Closed or closing down. What are
Oh, they needed to get to Walmart in a hurry. Almost hit herself with the car. She was ghost riding it.
Both running into the Walmart. The vehicle keeps rolling, and now we have a foot pursuit. Look at that. The CHP officer trying to stop the car crashing into that post, and now they have to enter this Walmart with all.
I do wonder what the plan here was, though.
Obviously, they are.
Why pull into the Walmart and try and run inside? Is that like a safe zone? Cops can't enter if it's private property?
Oh my God, the opportunity obviously for collateral damage here is obviously severe. So
looks like they
let's
got
hope that
the
those two
driver.
are not armed. Let's hope that.
As they were running inside, they grabbed. It looked like they got really close to the driver. It looks like that's her.
Exhibits code.
Somebody's
There's
down,
Gage.
no shoes.
Yeah, that might be the driver.
Yeah, it looks like she's being apprehended right now.
All right,
so
that's
the
good.
driver's
That's good. At least one person.
The driver is hooked at this point. Now
The other one's inside Walmart, so she can't be arrested now.
Because it was just a couple of seconds before the guy was back inside the store, or was inside the store, running away.
Thankfully, they only have to worry about him for the moment. As I look at the posture here, it almost appears as though the situation inside is
Makes a tier 1 mini.
Well, I don't want to speculate too much. Clearly, that female driver is in custody. What's going on inside the store? Basically, anybody's guess. As shoppers start to spill out, these folks probably in line at the cash register when all of this occurred, and now
I bet there's a ton of angles of this on TikTok.
Presumably, either a search or a foot pursuit inside the store.
Right. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll
Thanks,
get a
Resub
result
Cod.
here pretty quickly. She did not make it inside the store. Somebody grabbed her. You got two female CHP officers now who have patted her down, have her in custody. They're going to put her up against the car and do, I guess, a secondary search now. Let's go. Let's keep an eye on.
We're going to do a loop here,
Needs a
Mark.
tier 1
I've got information from our
deloper.
assignment desk that the male passenger has made his way through the store towards the rear of the Walmart.
What?
And we might see some activity in those loading docks or in that receiving section there in the back of the store. So we'll see what entrances or exits are back there. It looks like there is some CHP activity, and there is.
Do we have somebody?
There he is.
Where?
I saw an officer holding up. You probably did too. At the same time I did. An officer holding up what looked like 4 fingers.
Yep, code 4.
Means code 4, which means things are under control here.
Oh, he's behind the truck.
Behind that truck there. Yeah, he was trying to basically fled right through the store. Pretty smart of him. Came out the other side.
Pretty smart of him.
Near the loading docks here, and was looking for a hiding spot. But it looks like they were able to.
That's a lot of credit, Chris.
Perhaps even with the help of maybe even people inside the store or employees. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see what actually happened in there. But in any event.
Thanks for the prime muster and resub board.
I'm sorry, Mark. Being told that witnesses were actually following him back there, pointing in the rear of the store, and that's apparently how they were able to rendezvous with the suspect here in the that back parking lot there.
All right. Well, that's thanks to the cooperation of the public, the folks, the customers.
Hey, thanks, Walmart choppers.
Doesn't take a lot of detective
We
work.
are
If you're a customer,
Walmart.
you see somebody running in the store being pursued by the police. You say, there he goes, and they know where to go, and they found him. Interesting that he got all the way out of the back of the store. I used to work in grocery stores. Typically, the back
Where are
is
they
locked,
running?
Closed and locked. Now, why are they running in this direction?
There's a report, I've just heard it, there's a report that somebody else is hiding.
What?
Somebody else is hiding in a different area, whether they are connected to that vehicle.
What is going on?
Another person being detained.
Wow.
Another person being detained, and now you have to wonder, and perhaps we'll have to go back and re-rack that video as this pursuit came to
Were there
an end
3
in front of
people?
the Walmart. This almost looks more like the suspect that I remember seeing, but you know, your eyes can play tricks with you. It all happened so fast, and that other suspect in the rear of the store may possibly be the wrong guy. I don't know.
Okay. We'll find out.
Classic.
Because that is interesting. We only saw 2 people get out, and it's not like we followed the car.
He's a tier 1 Harry
in
in the prime
while
nasty.
The CHP officer
Bitch posterized.
tried to stop it, and then it ran into a parking post there. So there was nobody else left in that car that could have run out without them chasing them. We saw 2 people get out, so maybe they do have one of those people is the wrong guy.
Yeah, I think let's go ahead and Rob.
How did they lose him in the store, though? They were right behind them. Oh, the instant replay on the Jumbotron?
I think we'll get a better look now.
Gray pants.
Look at that.
Light
a white
gray
shirt,
pants, white
light pants. Looks like light gray pants. You're right. There's definitely the female driver that was taken.
Here comes the Goldberg spear.
No sign that anybody else got out of that vehicle, as far as I could tell.
No.
And I don't know which suspect actually fit that description. I'll have to go back now and
We'll have
see.
to
Let's
see
go
that,
ahead
see
and
the
come
suspect.
back out live here.
I think the first guy matched the description better with the pants. It doesn't. I'm not sure about this guy here.
Oh, he could have changed his clothes in the Walmart, which would have been a mastermind scheme.
Almost, I want to say a little too heavy set.
Yeah.
But
There's a Prime
this
9S.
might be, I want to get a better look at those pants because you mentioned it. They were very light gray pants.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. The person I saw looked a bit younger, but again, it's difficult to tell here.
Can we re-rack that the end of the pursuit again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks, Resub Mega Man.
One more time, Rob, if you can. We'll go ahead and. Okay.
This guy's wearing a hoodie. Unless he grabbed a hoodie off a rack in there and tried to blend in, I don't think that's the guy.
Good point.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if either of those people are the passenger, to be honest with you, but.
I can tell you one thing. The guy they have on the ground out there that we were just looking at is absolutely not this guy. The guy they have currently sitting out there looks like 50 years older.
Doesn't look like this guy
is hard
that
to tell.
we're looking at that we were just over.
Is the other one already in a patrol car?
Yeah, that guy's got dark pants and a hoodie on, so I don't think that's the guy.
It's not even the clothes. The guy just actually looks 50 years older.
Frankly, he looks like he's got more hair than the other guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That we saw jumping out of the car. So that may just be
Thanks to the
a
bits
different sort of
posterized.
situation. They do still have him in handcuffs, though, which is interesting.
So that first suspect is in a car. Another suspect now being detained and placed into a patrol car, and it'll be up to these officers now to figure it out, just to give you an idea of where we are.
He
here.
lives in that Walmart now. Yeah, maybe they just got 2 completely unrelated people.
I'm losing. I've just lost my.
The guy's just hanging out in there still.
Yeah, no problem. So, yeah, as you were mentioning, there are 1 female, 2 males now that have been detained.
Thanks,
One
Resub
of
Luke.
them, from our vantage point, does not match the description of the guy seen bailing from the passenger side of the car. One of them pretty much did, although we can't compare him now because he's inside of a police vehicle. Those are the people
Thanks,
that
the
got,
Prime
that got out of the
Eopo.
car. The woman running barefoot, tackled pretty much immediately before she got into the store. The male got inside the store, and then one person
Thanks, the
was
Resub Manny.
detained in the rear of the store. Another.
Why
off
don't
to
they just
side
check the
a little
cameras?
bit. We saw that. Yeah, here's
That is absolutely not the right guy.
He's got more hair. Yeah, it's a totally different guy.
Him. That's not him.
That's not the guy that jumped out of the car. So
That's not even close.
Pointing out here that when somebody runs through a Walmart and everybody else starts scattering, multiple people likely came through all different exits of the store. It would not be surprising at all, considering all of the confusion during the commotion. That there are
Thanks to
now multiple
Resub
people
Dodger and Gift
looking for a
Subtrack.
spot to hide. You never know.
You want to know what I think happened? We never got a good look at the other guy. But here's what I think might have happened if the guy was, like, somewhat clever. So he had a lot more time than the girl because she almost ran herself over with her car like a fucking idiot. The dude made it into the Walmart with time to spare, and then pretty shortly after, all of these people started flooding out. I think what's very possible is he just walked out with one of these groups. He would have had plenty of time to do that. But maybe it was just the other guy they caught. No shot? Well, they clearly didn't know what he looked like. He absolutely could have done it. 100%. People saw him and snitched, and all the good that did him, they arrested a completely unrelated guy. Now, the first guy they have could be him. We never really got to see the first guy. this guy over here. This could be him. I can't really see. Actually, this... God, it's so fucking dark. I can't tell. Is he wearing gray pants? It's like the... No, those look like jeans. Maybe they're gray. I can't fucking tell. But yeah, it could be this guy, but one thing's for certain, it is not this guy. This guy's not even close. That is very off. Is it the same shirt? I was looking for gray pants. Yeah, it could be him. We never got a great look at him. I'll take your word for it, it's the same shirt. Yeah, I can't see his pants. They look more like jeans than gray pants. You can see his shirt real well, though. Does look like the same shirt. That's him. Probably. It would be surprising if they got two completely unrelated dudes. Let me see the other guy's shirt. Since I can't see his pants, I'll go by his shirt now.
Oh, okay. Might be closed or closing down. What are they doing?
Night, they're open.
Oh, 100%. That's the same guy. Yeah, he's just wearing a normal white tee. He does have the gray pants, but since I can't see him, that's not a good marker. But he absolutely has the white shirt, and it looks like the same build. Alright, so they probably got the right guy. I don't know how this guy got caught in the crossfire. Thanks to Prime Big. And Athrix in the resub gold. Oh, thanks to the Prime Attack. Is it Prime Tommy? The other guy happened to be shoplifting. Yeah, maybe. They were running through the store looking for this guy, and they happened to see this goober out there stealing, and they're like, what the fuck is that? You know what? We're taking you down, too. The resub Mac and the resub Apex, or the bits Mac and resub Apex. You can't choose a worse hiding spot than this from Code Blue. Did Code Blue put something new out? You can't choose a worse hiding spot than this. I bet you could. I'm sure I could think of 1,000 worse spots to hide.
On October 19th,
This won't live up to the hype.
2022, an Ozaukee County Sheriff's deputy was monitoring traffic when he observed a speeding vehicle in Port Washington, Wisconsin. He attempted to catch up to the vehicle to monitor its driving behavior and possibly conduct a traffic stop. When he activated his emergency lights, the vehicle began to slow, but then started to accelerate, eventually reaching 100
A
miles
little
per hour.
POV chase, let's go. Man, the police chases do not stop. Okay, that was a quick one. We got him. Oh wait, he hasn't accelerated yet. I thought we just caught up. It's gonna be like, damn, that was a casual 100 miles per hour.
Once it became clear the suspect was aware of their presence, the deputies decided to terminate the pursuit.
Way too dank. It wasn't loud.
About a minute later, a Port Washington police officer was parked on an interstate on-ramp shoulder and was aware of the fleeing vehicle. Eventually, he observed headlights in his rearview mirror approaching quickly after driving through a stop sign. He then heard the driver lock their brakes before striking into his marked squad car.
Man, what do you mean no audio? I want to hear the director's commentary here.
As he called out over the radio, he observed two males running from the suspect vehicle.
Hands! Stop running! We're doing Miyazaki 2 running onto the highway! Stop running!
The two suspects ignored the officer's commands and ran across all 4 lanes of the interstate.
God, this is disorienting.
They're still running northbound.
Run smoother, please. You're ruining the video. Jesus Christ.
They're running through traffic into the median.
Oh my God, this guy isn't even thinking about the cinematography at all. He keeps blocking the camera.
Going up the hill towards
Amateur.
Spears.
You'll never make it with Martin Scorsese this way, I'll tell you what.
95. One's got a gray hoodie. The other one's got a purple, and they're both in sweatpants.
Can't even run 20 feet. Yeah,
I'm
that
returning to my spot.
stamina bar wasn't exactly maxed out or anything on this
I
guy.
didn't clear the car yet. The car is not clear, Lieutenant. I don't see anyone in the back. Get behind me. Get behind me. No one's in the back seat. I couldn't go across the interstate. I'm not gonna follow him on foot across the interstate.
I mean, true. Probably the right call. Can't blame him for not doing that, I'll be honest.
I'll get you checked out by the ambulance when I get here. What? At this point, let's just stand by. It's possible they might come back.
I think the
this
two
way,
gifts
so
of
everybody
Corden.
just remain on high alert.
Now, where's their hiding spot at? Let's see how bad this hiding spot really is. We lost him. He de-aggroed. That was the slowest jog ever.
We don't know! Put your hands out! Who else is in the car?
Oh, so his friend is hiding here?
Where did the driver go?
There's...
Are you the only one in the car?
I can't imagine it's just a bad hiding spot. I feel like I'm
Put
being
your hands out
clickbaited.
on the ground in front of you now. Stop moving. Lay down. On your stomach. Now. Who else is in the car? I got him covered. You gonna...
Is there anyone else here? Do not move.
Why do they even censor the fucks?
Do you need an ambulance?
I don't even see the point.
Yeah. Where do you hurt?
The whole fucking body hurt.
We need to know who else was in the car. If it was just you, that's fine. But we need to know who needs help.
It's a new YouTube policy. Yeah, Code Blue's getting hit hard. They have to censor all the swear words.
24 Zaki, 1080 with 1. Were you a passenger or the driver? We need to know who else might be hurt, okay?
I'm tired. Can y'all wait? No, we need to know right now. I can't breathe.
All right, roll over.
He's a tier 1 breaker.
I don't know. There's still one outstanding.
Stand up. Can you get up?
Thanks
We'll
for
get you up so we
Subaru.
can get you seated, okay? It'll be more comfortable for you.
I can't really move.
Okay, where are you hurt?
The driver was wearing a gray hoodie.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he did just get into an accident.
Pee on myself.
Well, then you're gonna pee on yourself.
Pee on yourself.
Sit up.
Where's this hiding spot at?
That's
For me, okay? I gotta make sure you're awake.
oh, body hooky hurt.
Crash.
Oh, god damn it. I just spoiled it. Fuck, fuck, fuck. God, oh my god.
Put
I
your
went too
hands
far.
up. Do it now. I know you're not a plant. Slowly.
Stand straight up.
He went with the Looney Tunes approach.
Come on, go quick. Straight up, hands up. Hands up.
Drop that.
I can't say I don't respect it. This is like something out of Dark Souls. He tried to like blend in with the environment, like turn into a potted plant. Not the worst idea ever, I guess. I mean, I certainly wouldn't be looking for someone with just a pot over their head. Like, he'd fool me. Prop hunt. True. Thanks to the gift sub Insomnia and the resub Faye. And Metalhead. If the clothes weren't so flashy, it'd work. Let's not get carried away. What do you mean weren't so flashy? He's wearing black pants. It's not exactly like he's standing out with like a fucking orange or green. Like it's just it's not a great idea. He literally did what you do when playing hide and seek with a toddler, where you put a lampshade over your head. And since I can't see your face, they think that it's not a human anymore. Like it's just not a good hiding spot. I don't know why he, like, I feel like he had plenty of time to do anything else. Like, he could have just, like, covered himself in this blue tarp. I don't know why I'm pointing, like, in real life, like, you can see what I'm pointing at. He could have covered himself in this blue tarp, even. Like, he could have just actually gotten to the fetal position, pulled the blue tarp over himself, and just prayed for the best. If he can't see them, they can't see him. Fair. Thanks to Tier 1Z and the resub red and Epsilon. He should have painted a road on the wall. If only. He might not have had enough time for that song and dance. But I feel like he just had plenty of time to just cover up with the tarp and run it. Wiley did it in 2 seconds. I guess. I mean, you're not wrong. The blue tarp would be more obvious. You son of a bitch. What? You're telling me blue tarp just on the ground would be somehow more obvious than him sitting down with a pot over his head? Human shape over a blue tarp? At the very least, he goes out with dignity. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna work, but it's better than going out like this.
I know you're not a plant. Slowly.
At least you can say there was an attempt.
Don't quit. Straight up.
What about blue tarp plus pot? That'd be kind of a hard setup. But yeah, he didn't have a ton of options here. I really do feel like he had enough time, though. But they did just get into an accident. It's very possible he's really concussed right now and can't think straight. Because he did have, like, quite a bit to prep some kind of good hiding spot or disguise. He's a Prime comic. Yeah, the top 5 worst games for the Moisties comes out in like two or 3 days. I did the list today. That was good. That actually lived up to the hype. I was expecting it to be just like an underwhelming, like, standard hiding spot, but this was innovative. I haven't seen someone actually try prop hunt rules in real life before. There's a Prime Mike and Zoomy. Looks like the entrance to the cellar next to him could have hid there. Well, I'm sure that's locked. I am 100% sure that shit is locked up. Have you seen the Let Me Solo Her Elden Ring animation? I don't know, I don't think so. If you're talking about this one...
Guilford Knight Correctional Center in Miami, Florida. And this is Eduardo Arama.
Good idea,
Arama
Goose.
is supposed to be locked up inside said facility. But he's not, and that's a problem. The inmate did not escape. Instead, a paperwork error triggered his early release into the public.
Nice.
What just happened to be his 52nd birthday. It was a nice present.
Congrats,
considering
Eduardo.
Rama still had just under a year to serve, linked to criminal mischief, probation violation, and shooting or throwing a deadly missile into a dwelling or vehicle.
What is a deadly missile that you can throw?
Throwing a missile into a dwelling or vehicle.
What does that mean?
After realizing the mistake,
What?
authorities issued warnings to the public, including this wanted flyer. Based on Arama's criminal record, his accidental
prime
release
brick
was a
in the
serious
Resub Womboni.
situation. For nearly 3 days, there was no sign of Arama.
Maybe Tug.
Until he resurfaced in an unlikely place. On a Zoom call with the Miami-Dade Circuit Court. That's
Why?
Arama, who despite being aware that he's currently a wanted man, looks pretty relaxed from an undisclosed location with a friendly little pooch on his lap. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Broward County Court set up an easily accessible portal for remote hearings. Prior to his release, Arama had a hearing scheduled for today that he should be joining from inside the correctional facility. But instead, it looks like he's on the patio. Despite being wanted by police, he shows up for his hearing and is even a little early. At the time, the only other person on the video call is his attorney, Assistant Public Defender Fadya Salem. But after a brief conversation,
She should have just told him to hang up.
situation with her, he hangs up before the actual hearing begins.
Mr. Arama is a sentenced inmate. He is sentenced to state prison. He was released in error.
As you know, Mr. Arama was present. His video was working. Then he turned it off.
Miss Salem, have you spoken with him about surrendering?
Judge, I
Yeah, he said he doesn't
have
wanna.
spoken to him. This is his only request. He has only but a few possessions left to his name and a dog. And he's
Thanks to resub
merely
10
asking
and gifts
for
of
the
Brian.
court to give him a date to surrender so that he can find somebody to take those possessions.
Despite the fact that Arama's supposed to be in jail, Salem continues to make the case for a little more free time for her client.
Your Honor, he's not a flight risk. You know, answers the authorities' calls, appears in court on Zoom, is not at risk for a flight. We're merely asking for a day
Thanks to resub Bayside.
so that he can get his possessions to somebody to take care of.
But
Just let him
Darlene
go at
Fernandez
this point.
Caravanzos seems to think Arama's dog-sitting vacation has lasted long enough.
He's had that day, Miss Salem. He was released on Monday. It's now Thursday. He surrendered today.
Eduardo Arama was taken back into custody.
I don't know what that means. Like, how did he
without incident.
throw a missile into a
The
car?
Miami-Dade Department of Corrections issued a statement saying, quote, "Our review
Oh, nice.
Now we
Just
move
kind
on
of
to
big
the
dickin'
Lake
for a
County
moment.
Common Pleas Court in Painesville,
Then changed his
Ohio.
mind.
32-year-old Manson M. Bryant is in court. to
Easy
receive
tier
a
1
sentence
police
for
brutality and the
aggravated
resub bong
burglary,
hits.
aggravated robbery, kidnapping, abduction, and carrying a concealed weapon. All stemming from a violent home invasion he committed with 2 others.
Next to tier 1 Cosmic Brownie and the resub Eric.
The judge
Oh,
handing
sweet.
down
Thanks,
the
Eric.
sentence is the Honorable Eugene Lucci.
What's up,
Bryant
Eugene?
has appeared before 3 previous times for different crimes. In the past, Bryant has had words with the judge during sentencing. This time around, Manson expressed remorse to the judge, saying, quote, "I've made a lifetime of bad decisions. I am truly sorry. I respect you, and I respect your decision."
Oh, that's very sweet.
That decision.
Am I free to go?
is
Circle yes or no.
Court determines
Do you like me?
that his conduct and his criminal history shows that consecutive terms are needed to protect the public from future crime.
At this point, it's safe to assume that Bryant will be spending some time in prison, but just how much remains to be seen.
Court sentences you to prison on count 1, aggravated burglary, felony 1 for 8 years.
Pass him another note.
3 years on the firearm specification. Court sentences you on count 3, aggravated robbery for 8 years. Plus
Overall,
3
this isn't
years
too
on the
bad.
Firearm specification for a total
nothing.
of 22 years with credit for 231 days.
Child's play. Oh, fuck. Turns out he actually is racist. That'd be huge.
That you had a certain amount of remorse. I was mistaken. The court determined maximum
Well, I mean, if I steal something, I'm gonna feel kind of bad. But if I also get like sentenced for 22 years for it, I'm gonna be fucking pissed too.
Trying to calm Bryant down.
Granted, his charges are more serious, but still, you can be remorseful and still pissed.
So it's 28 years with credit for 221 days. All right, you can take them.
Bryant's outburst leads the judge to impose the maximum sentence allowed for his conviction. He'll now spend 28 years behind bars.
I mean, at that point, it doesn't matter. The extra 6 is kind of worthless.
The defendant has shown me that he
Let it ride.
has no remorse whatsoever, and therefore the court determines that maximum imprisonment is needed. He poses the greatest likelihood of recidivism.
Good word, Eugene. Excellent work.
Next up, we head to a traffic
You really nailed that
proceeding
one for
in
Scrabble.
Sacramento, California. The court clerk is waiting on
He's
the
a tier 1
defendant,
Don't
Scott
Punch Me
Green,
Man.
who's appearing
And the
today
tier 1
for
Paper
speeding
Planes. And the
license
resub
tag
Oprah,
violations.
Reaper, and the Prime Nick
There he
and
is.
Wally.
The court clerk is waiting on
He's
the
a tier 1
defendant,
Don't
Scott
Punch Me
Green,
Man.
who's appearing
And the
today
tier 1
for
Paper
speeding
Planes. And the
license
resub
tag
Oprah,
violations.
Reaper, and the Prime Nick
There he
and
is.
Wally.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Green? Yes.
Yes, defendant Green is also Dr. Scott Green.
Hey, Scott.
A plastic surgeon.
Hi. Are you available for trial? It kind of looks like you're in an operating room right now.
I am, sir. I'm in the operating room. Yes, I'm available for trial. Go right ahead.
Okay, let me...
That's gonna be a horrible plastic surgery job.
They are being live streamed on YouTube. That's because traffic trials are required by law to be open to the public. Since we're limiting physical access to the courtroom right now, that's how we're making them open to the public, okay?
Okay.
I love Zoom trials. This was such a good idea.
Green is ready to go. The good doctor is sworn in and continues to multitask as he waits for Court Commissioner Gary Link to get things started.
So, can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Officer Monroe, Mr. Green. So, unless I'm mistaken, I'm seeing a defendant that's in the middle of an operating room, appearing to be actively engaged in providing services to a patient. Is that correct, Mr. Green?
No.
Yes, sir.
I'm at home.
Commissioner
Cosplay.
Link seems a bit concerned about Dr. Green's setting and his ability to continue the hearing while performing a facelift on a patient.
Oh, that's rough.
I do not feel comfortable for the welfare of a patient if you're in the process of operating that I would put on a trial, notwithstanding the fact that the officer's here today.
Sir, I have another surgeon right here who's doing the surgery with me, so I can stand here and allow them to do the surgery also.
Not at all. I don't think so. I don't think that's appropriate. I think I'm going to come up with a different date when you're not actively involved.
Can we also get
participating,
his medical license taken away for this shit? Are you kidding me?
attending to the needs of a
This is
patient.
fucked up.
Looks like Dr. Green's plan isn't going over so well with the court.
I apologize, Your Honor, to the court. Sometimes surgery doesn't always go as
You know,
efficiently as we
it
hope.
happens. We want to keep people healthy. We want to keep them alive. That's important.
Yeah, well, let's not get carried away. It's plastic surgery. He's probably just doing a nose job.
Although the Zoom received plenty of attention from the media, the original court business was resolved when Dr. Green paid his fines just a few days later.
I don't really know what a facelift is. It's under the impression it was any work done to the face. So like the nose.
Judge is Martha Anderson.
May it please the court, Your Honor. Paul Nicoletti appearing on behalf of myself.
That's attorney Paul Nicoletti, who's in court because of an
Face is
ongoing
drooping,
feud
face
with
go
a
up.
former
Got
client,
it.
Karen Stevens.
Good afternoon, Judge. Karen Stevens, in pro per for my motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
Stevens claims Nicoletti has petitioned the court for a personal protection order against her over accusations of stalking. She's here to fight the order and try to bring sanctions against Nicoletti.
My motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
I'm sorry, on his what?
I have a motion for sanctions against...
I know that. And the purpose of the sanctions are based on what?
It was a frivolous and vexatious PPO based on nonsense. I am not stalking Mr. Nicholas.
I haven't signed a PPO.
Just to clarify, the personal protection order that Stevens is referring to has not even been issued.
His petition for a PPO. Let me.
Okay, were you served?
No, I wasn't. But may I?
No, you may not.
I'm confused.
How can you ask to sanction someone when you haven't even been served?
That's the point.
Stevens, do not interrupt me when I'm speaking, ma'am.
I have a constitutional right to be heard.
On what basis? There is no case before me, ma'am, other than the fact that you filed this frivolous motion, taking up this court's time for no good reason.
I think it's a good reason. Entertainment.
Your own personal vendetta against this man. I did not issue a PPO. And here you are taking up my time so that you want me to chastise him and make him pay money? No, ma'am. Your relief is denied, and in addition to that, I am sanctioning you with costs of $500.
Nice, get fucked.
So not only does
Idiot.
Stevens fail to get sanctions against Nicoletti, but she's hit with a $500 fine of her own. Unhappy with the decision, she has some choice words for the judge.
Contempt of court, let's go, speedrun.
I beg your pardon?
I knew it was fixed.
Miss Stevens, I highly suggest that you just exit my courtroom and go pay the sanctions before I find you in contempt.
But the story doesn't end there.
They fight.
Through a clerical mistake, Stevens is back before Judge Anderson.
Oh god,
4
welcome
months
back.
later.
Now they're friends? Let's go.
Court, Karen Stevens.
Miss Stevens, the last time you appeared in court, the court ordered that you pay $500 in costs. The clerk's office made a mistake with respect to your credit card, and only $5 was assessed as opposed to the $500. When the clerk's office attempted to correct the mistake they made, you basically objected to your credit card company, and that brings you here today.
As you said, Billy.
Do you have the $495?
I have not played that, don't punch me.
Owed?
I have my credit card, but I did file an objection and an answer to this order to show cause that wasn't properly served. Didn't have an affidavit of merit.
Looks like Stevens still wants to discuss the protection order, but Judge Anderson isn't having it.
Miss Stevens, do you have $495 with which to pay today?
I just said I have my credit card. I do not have cash.
Very well then, Miss Stevens. You may go down to the clerk's office, pay $495 forthwith to take care of the $500 that this court assessed you the last time you were here.
But Karen Stevens isn't one to go quietly.
Let's go, Karen.
I don't know what statutes or court rules you rely on to sanction me in the first place. That's part of due process.
Miss Stevens, do you wish to comply with my request, or do you wish me to find you?
Is it a court order? I need a court order.
Miss Stevens, my clerk will call down to the clerk's office and let them know you are coming.
There will be no court orders, what you're saying?
Miss Stevens, please do as I've directed you to do. Thank you.
Stevens ultimately lost her feud with the judge and Nicoletti. She was not only ordered to pay the fine she owed the court, but Nicoletti's attorney's fees as well.
Hey, happy ending.
Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam. Subscribe to A&E.
Good work, Karen. She did pretty well, all things considered. I think that art degree that she had really paid off there in court. What other wacky things does Code Blue Cam have? They also had the, that drunk driving kid that was super goofy. Fuck, what was that one called? I don't remember now. I saw this floating around on Reddit earlier. Is this silly or no? Exhibits Luke and Smooth. And the resub Jared. Not silly. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. It's kind of... These titles give me the same vibe as like old live PD shit. Man thinks he's invincible. Doesn't end well. Probably not. Woman set porta potty on fire because she doesn't like it. I mean, can you blame her? No one really likes porta potties, to be fair. Like, I mean, I certainly hate them. I feel like setting them on fire, though, is like the worst way of handling it, because then it's just going to smell like actual shit, like, forever. Please resub Bebo in winter. And give sub Adathor. The bits barely.
On November 4th, 2021, police were called to a local park after a woman was seen lighting a porta potty on fire in La Crosse, Wisconsin. The woman was identified as 46-year-old Melissa Miller. Melissa reportedly removed toilet paper from a dispenser inside the porta potty and placed it on the toilet floor.
Oh!
She then lit the toilet paper on fire.
Very smart. Not her first rodeo.
Flame to erupt. Witnesses also said she placed other items on top to keep the fire going. A bystander confronted Melissa and put out the fire. The porta potty sustained significant damage.
I'm sure we can
Melissa
salvage it.
then sat on a picnic table and remained there until police arrived.
What's the deal?
Chill.
Yeah.
That's you down park earlier?
Yes.
Okay. Walking down here and I'm cussing.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. Levi.
What?
So what happened? What's your problem with the porta potty?
It's full of shit, and it's full of plastic shit, and that's what this shit's about. It's karma.
True. I mean, she's not wrong.
You gonna light it on fire?
Well, just, you know, proving the point. It's just plastic shit, you know. Water's in the bottle. You can't even fucking get a drink out of water bottle or no. You have to pay for damn water.
What?
I had no water starvation. I don't even give me a bottle of water.
So you light a porta potty on fire?
Just a little bit. You know, put some toilet paper in
Would
a
you
bunch of shit.
use your lighter?
Yeah.
And then the
my
toilet
lighter?
paper?
Yeah, toilet paper. That's it. Laid on toilet paper. There used to be a telephone pole there. Telephone booth. It was a portal potty, not a potty portal.
A criminal mastermind.
What was my intention? Just to burn some shit.
Just to burn some shit.
That's all.
That's
shit,
it?
literally shit. That's nothing but shit.
You said your name's Melissa, right?
Yep, Melissa Miller.
As far as the objective goes, that was certainly complete.
Melissa Miller, 244.
That's a mission accomplished.
Get on her. Hey, so we're gonna go 95. Okay. So you are gonna be placed under arrest, Melissa, okay?
Are you kidding me?
No.
Go ahead and put your cigarette out. Why?
You're under arrest.
What we're telling you right now is that you're under arrest for what?
Arson.
Oh.
You purposely
You
lit.
understand that? So
You
go ahead and stand up.
Stand up.
Go ahead and stand up and we'll let you finish your cigarette. If you don't, I'm going to take it out.
More specifically, poop arson.
I'm going to put it out. What's your name?
Alright, what else? And then it's probably just gonna get not fun. I wanted to see her, like, in the act, but I guess we didn't get that. But now we know why she did it. What are some other goofy ones here? The 15th one. Bro, Jesus, tell me the title. The 15th one. Jesus Christ. These are Prime Blue Fair, Waffles, and the resub Spartan and give sub 27. Fake cop pulls over real cop. That's just Jeffrey DeWitt. Right? Was that on here somewhere? Oh, my mic is blocking half this fucking screen. Man released from jail immediately steals truck outside police department. That's some GTA shit right there. That's how I handle things in that. Alright, hold on, I'm kinda curious. That's just efficiency. I mean, he didn't have a ride. What's he supposed to do? Thanks for Prime, Jimmy. Yeah, we watched Watch Tech. The bear. Is there no audio? Oh, sweet. Thank you, Zarbs. Thanks for the resub, Edgar.
20, so I'll call it 10%.
attempting traffic
This
stop.
$0 bail thing doesn't really seem like overly effective. Just given all the lore I'm getting here.
Vehicles yielding white south of Via.
Hey, the protagonist. How do you even steal a truck these days? You would have had to like pull the driver out. I mean, there's no way you're hot wiring a modern car. Oh, okay, and that's how we did it. They basically invited him to steal the truck. Hey, to be honest, that's just efficiency. Man probably just thought he got a gift.
I'll call it. Attempting traffic stop. We're southbound White and Kendall.
He's the prime blue blast in tier 1 Balix.
Vehicles yielding white.
I've watched laser tag one-on-one. I actually made a whole video on that a while ago.
Hey, can you see the passenger side? Driver, roll down your window! Hey, I'm gonna go around to passenger side.
He's the prime Gengar and the resub Kirisu and Willy. Don't they know that this guy just came from the police station? There's no way he has a gun.
Take your hands out the window. Hey, with your right hand, take that key out the ignition. Just the right hand only. Put it on top of the door. Watch it.
He's a prime Lodi and resub Kaiser.
Quiet.
Alright, stop. Interlace your hands on your
Damn,
head.
that's some Harley Quinn drip right there.
Get down to one knee. Get down to the other knee. Put your
Did he hit
feet
the dog?
ankles
I have
together.
no idea. Hopefully not.
Do not move. You understand? Ready?
Ooh, this guy kind of looks like Junkrat. Can we get a celebrity in here?
Alright, spread. Spread your feet. Is there anybody else in the car? Anybody else in the car? Are there any guns in the car?
Well, I want to hear from him.
I thought he was gonna keep.
Oh.
Tyler, what's your last name? H. I can't hear you.
A-E-R-R-E-R.
No.
S-C-H-A-E-R-R-E-R. And what's your middle name? I can't hear you. Dade. Dade?
Man, this guy's boring. I thought he was going to give like some kind of cool villain monologue.
I'm sorry, I just can't. There's
Dude gets out of jail, steals a truck, and has nothing cool to say? Lame. Fucking lame.
Hey, brother, I'm gonna move you over to a more comfortable car.
Yeah, cool. Oh, here, just take this hat, right?
He must just like jail. I don't know. Anything else goofy here? We'll do Channel 5 after this. The worst drunk driving liar. I highly doubt it's the worst. Alright, last one. We've seen a lot of drunk driving liars.
How much you had to drink tonight?
Nothing.
Nothing? You'd blow zeros?
Maybe.
How many beers do you think you had?
0, man.
0?
Help me out, man. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what did I do?
Exhibits Blue Soul and Indigo. Yeah, I'll never have any respect for drunk drivers. I don't mind watching them get fucked here. That's fine by me. Why does it always start with no audio, then it comes in with like a full-blown like orchestra?
Gross speaking, double P Paul. 877 Young Edward Paul. 877 Young Edward Paul.
Thank you, Tier 1 Mucho, and the resub May. We're already caught up on Court Cam. Oh, you have to wait. Oh, the audio turns on 30 seconds after recording starts. Oh. No excuse. We need to get that time down for my viewing pleasure.
Hello, sir. What's up, bud?
Hey.
You wouldn't happen to be Jeffrey, would you?
I would.
You would?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the reason I'm stopping you is a few different things. Is the
Easy, Tier 1.
registration's suspended,
I know.
and then your driver's
Jingly,
license is
the resub
suspended
Darko.
also. So, where are you guys headed to?
Her house.
Oh, your passenger?
Yep.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
Just going home.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Do you have your driver's license on you?
I don't.
Okay. Any ID or anything?
You know who I am. I don't.
Well, I don't. I mean,
well,
I got
He's speedrunning this dialogue tree right now.
but I don't know that.
I just don't.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you, ma'am? You don't have a credit card or anything, Jeff?
No.
Nothing like...
Please resub Lysa.
Big cash.
Okay.
Dude mashing X. Yeah.
Okay, sure, I'll take a look at it.
What did I do?
So, part of our job is just running plates. So as you pass, I run the plate, it comes back suspended, your driver's license. So that's...
Here's Prime Pyro.
We're within our authority to do that.
Okay.
How much you had to drink tonight?
Nothing.
Nothing? You'd blow zeros?
Maybe.
Thanks for resub
Alright.
Grant.
Do you have insurance on the vehicle?
I do.
Who's that with?
Bottleberg.
Who is that?
Thanks for the gift sub, Skyline.
You just making that up?
Google it, man. It's a real thing.
Alright. Okay, now let me run this real quick. I'll be right back with you.
I just want to see him do an FST, field sobriety test.
Alright, we'll just have you step up to the front bumper.
The cop is way too happy.
You didn't have an ID in there, did you?
Probably sat there doing nothing for 9 hours. Now he has at least something to do, I guess.
You don't have one of those? Okay. Oh, hang tight right there. I'm just gonna adjust this down here.
FSTs are fucking rigged. Yeah, I know they are. Yeah, I know.
Alright.
I'd fail one too, and I haven't drank in 3 years.
Back in there if you want to. What do you got here?
My puffer.
Your puffer?
Asthma.
Asthma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you do have a license.
Yeah, it's not a license though.
Well, it's an ID. It's got a picture.
He does have a breathalyzer, right? Isn't that what he's got in his hand?
You don't want to answer?
I would like to do our test.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Part of me getting there is in building that suspicion to put you through field sobriety.
I know what you're saying.
You know?
Yes,
so,
sir.
are you willing to
Let's do some
tell me
walnut.
kind of what you've been drinking or how many?
0.
Okay.
Coey? Hello.
Alright. So, first test we're going to do then is the eye test.
Yes, sir.
You want to tip those glasses up there for me? Have any head injuries at all? Or
I used to fight. So like you
like
get
an
punched in
MMA
the
fighter
head.
or something?
Yeah, you get punched
Okay.
in the head for a living.
Gotcha. Okay. What I'm gonna have you do,
This is
I'm gonna
kind of
have you
boring. He's not
put your feet together
even
like I am here.
like participating. What a clickbait title. This is nothing like that dude that said he was waiting for his friend outside of like a strip club or whatever the fuck that was.
Here. What?
Lame.
And then they're gonna charge you extra.
Not that guy.
Thanks a resub, Bruddle. Man asleep behind the wheel gets 7th OWI. Is that operating while intoxicated? Is that what that stands for? Your usual police chase in Ireland. Oh, holy shit. Oh god, the boys are back in town. Fuck. Oh god. What is happening? Don't pit maneuver the horse. Just give it a carrot or something. They like that. Oh, Jesus, he's drifting. Next, Fred Flintstone's gonna come out here with the fucking foot-powered mobile. These are Zinix. Pull your vehicle over. Exit tier 1 scrimp. So are we in a police car right now or a normal car? It almost seems more like a police escort. Like, this is some shit out of Ben-Hur. Easy Prime, Joe and Risa, Bleach and Gooch. What kind of vehicle even is this? What kind of contraption am I looking at? Like, look at that stance. This actually looks like something out of a cartoon. When a cartoon character's carriage gets blown up with dynamite and all they're left with is like the inside, so they're like riding like the skeleton of it. Is this like an actual thing? It is usual. It's for horse racing. Well, why not just ride on the horse? What is the point of of all of this nonsense back here? You'd go faster just on the horseback. It's not even like an actual chariot. It's more like a unicycle buggy, but with 2 wheels, so not really a unicycle buggy. But you sit like it's a unicycle. It's for bad back riders. Okay, so it's like training wheels for horseback riding? This feels like it's a really awful design. Because let's say this horse shits. He's shitting in your face. Like, horse shits can be ferocious. Like, that's just going right in your mouth. Like, this is a terrible fucking design. Like, the horse's tail is brushing up against this guy. I love the trotting sound. It actually sounds like stock sound effects. Man, whoever is driving is also equally putting themselves in danger. What the fuck are they doing? Is this a cop or a normal person? Because holy shit. This is absolutely just a normal civilian. 100%. Also, I've never been to Ireland. This road design is fucking weird. You have one lane going this way, while every other lane is going this way? Fucking design is that? That doesn't make any sense to me. No, they're driving on the wrong side? What? There's been like 5 cars driving this way. They almost got hit by a truck that's driving this way. They drive on the left. No. That I get. But it's only one lane. Oh, everyone was driving the wrong way. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, literally everyone is going the wrong way. I thought it was just our protagonist. Oh, fuck me. I thought they only had one lane going this way, and it was this one. But actually, everybody was going the wrong way. All because of the horse. Yeah, no, now I see it. Now I see it. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, he's fucking booking it. The horse owns the road now. What is the conclusion to this?
Yes. Here's the gas, Daddy. One to get on to come back in the car.
What is fucking happening?
Over the bridges, Patrick. Drive up there.
Boys, I'm back here.
Wow. What just happened? So now he pulls over? Did the driver here make like a reasonable argument? Oh, okay. I didn't realize I couldn't do this.
You get my crutch on the back there, please.
They're blaming the horse. How could you have done this? The rider was held hostage. It actually is all the horse's fault. Now they stop to lecture him on the middle of the fucking freeway. What the fuck is happening? How did a crowd gather so fast? That's what I'm wondering. Everyone just stopped their commute to go ridicule this guy? I mean, rightfully deserved for what he did, but how the fuck did they just say, alright, I'm not going to work. I gotta yell at a man. Alright, everyone back to your cars. Everyone back to your cars. He wants to ride a horse around? Let him ride a horse around. Wow. This only has 9,000 views. How the fuck did this fly under the radar? This is the most baffling chase I've ever seen in my fucking life. And there was 2 of them. I don't even know what happened to the other assailant. That man's still out there riding. Jesus. Thanks, Resub Takamizuchi and the Prime Wache. The Bits Bud. They stole his ride. Yeah, maybe someone stole the other guy's horse. That was... That really did feel like an AI-generated video. Like, it felt like AI was experimenting with like a movie plot. So they came up with a premise. 2 guys on horses. High-speed chase. Crowd gathers. They're unhappy. And then they all leave. That was just such a weird circumstance. Wow. I don't know how you found this video, but thanks for sharing it. This was not a very popular chase, but it should have been. That is one of the more interesting ones I've ever seen. You missed the horse get stolen? No, I didn't. You're talking about this, right? Because the horse gets away. Wait, is that a different driver? A different operator? Holy shit, his fucking horse got stolen. How in the... What the fuck? No, wait, it could have been the first horse guy. Like, maybe the other horse guy caught it. Nope, the other horse guy is not wearing a blue jacket. Holy shit, that man just got horse jacked. That shit got yoinked. How? This is so confusing. Where does he come from? Okay, so now that's where the switcheroo happens. During all this commotion. So he rolls up. And then he and then that's where Blue Jacket guy comes in. Yeah, it actually is like a Red Dead Online server. Yeah, they must have known each other. Or it's the most polite horse theft of all time. What the fuck? It's called harness racing. That explains almost nothing. Like, the apparatus is still very silly, but yeah, I mean, that could be what it's called, like what it's normally used for. That answers no questions about this whole situation. They are all Irish travelers from the same group who organized an illegal horse race. Okay, okay. That I could make sense of to some level. I still have a multitude of questions, but that's an interesting premise that does answer like some base ones of why. How do you determine a winner here though? And why are they getting mad at him? So he gets like a public shaming here, like it's Game of Thrones. If they all organized it together, why are they all of a sudden mad? Because they were they were betting. Well, this guy won. Like the other guy, he had a DNF. He didn't even fucking qualify. He was out fucking 10 minutes ago. The police actually seems to have apprehended this man. He got busted. So then it was all up to him to carry the torch. Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should. True. Amateur. It's a lot of horsepower to be handling. Exhibit's terrible. Yeah, I definitely can't show that terrible. Thanks, resub Zoink. You never had your horse. Amen, Dom. I think the guy in blue is the cop. Well, that can't be right. That was like a 12-year-old boy. How young can you join the academy? You think this is a cop? Are you insane? Maybe a hall monitor, not a cop. He's a resub LFC and the resub Julian. He's undercover. He's able to disguise himself as a middle schooler. Alright. Dad, can I cuff this guy? This is just, it is not a cop. We're really stretching here. That's not a cop. What a fucking awesome video. Holy shit. Check the comments. Some of them are comments from stream. I'm working on a documentary about Dublin culture. Can we have permission to use this video in the documentary about Dublin culture? Is this a normal occurrence? The horses, yes. The horses I could believe. Like, that's not the most unbelievable thing. The unbelievable thing was the fucking horse chase. Or race, I suppose. This is traveler culture. They race horses in bare knuckle box for money and bragging rights. That's so cool. Like cool in a silly, goofy way. Race horses though. They clearly have access to cars. Why don't they just race cars? What the fuck is the point? Why not just race the cars? Because the horses are cooler? I mean, the horses are cooler, I guess. Thanks, a resub, Angel. Tyson Fury is a traveler. Is he really? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Damn, that was fun. Kinda want to see more Traveler videos now. Are Travelers the ones that do the call-out videos that I used to see quite a few of? Like the, hey, bub! Yep, that's all I know.